situation on Merseyside. Alderhay Children's Hospital in Liverpool declaring a major incident after that school bus with more than 50 pupils on board overturned on the M53 motorway at Merseyside this morning. One woman taken to hospital, what were described as major trauma injuries following this accident near Junction 5, but 50 others had to be assessed at the scene with 2 air ambulances in attendance. It's reported that some of the children were trapped inside the bus. These pictures taken by those travelling past the scene a little earlier. But let's get the very latest now with our North West of England reporter Sophie Reaper, who's there at the scene. And Sophie, this is Junction 5, I gather, at Hooton on the motorway.
It is indeed. You can see behind me that the motorway does remain closed. We know that emergency services were called here this morning shortly after 8 o'clock after reports of that bus crash. Now, this is one of those stories that is so rapidly moving and it will continue to develop. But here's a little bit about what we know so far. We know that bus, according to police, collided with a car and then hit the central reservation close to Junction 5 here on the M53. We also know that bus was carrying school pupils from Calday Grange Grammar School and West Kirby Grammar School for girls. Now, both of those schools are high schools with a sixth form, meaning the pupils will be aged around 11 to 18. We also know from the North West Ambulance Service, who have also declared a major incident. We know from them that the 50 people aboard the bus were assessed at the scene and that one female was taken to a nearby hospital having suffered major trauma-related injuries. Local hospital Alderhay Children's Hospital have put out a statement online saying, following an incident on the M53, we have called a major incident. Our emergency department is currently extremely busy and would ask parents to only bring their children to the department if it is urgent. So clearly there's been reaction from across the Northwest. All emergency services have been here. As you've said, 2 air ambulances also involved. And as I said before, this is one of those stories that will continue to develop as the day moves on. So we'll be bringing you all the latest on it as we get it.
Across the lagoon from the famed sites of Old Venice, a scene of carnage. Firefighters working through the night to recover bodies and put out flames. This bus was carrying foreign tourists to a campsite on the mainland. It plunged from an overpass and then burst into flames.
The bus went off the road at a height of more than 10 meters. It's a battery-powered electric bus, so it caught fire, and they found the people inside the bus engulfed in flames. The scene that the firemen had to deal with was really difficult, really bad.
More than 20 people were killed, including 2 children. Among the dead are Ukrainians, a German, and the Italian bus driver. Several others were injured, some in serious condition. The mayor of Venice described the scene as apocalyptic and declared the city in a state of mourning. The Italian Prime Minister expressed her profound condolences. The cause of the accident remains unclear. The bus was new, and that stretch of road hasn't been an issue in the past. Italy's public prosecutor has launched an investigation as families across Europe wait for answers. Alexandra Byers, Al Jazeera.